Today's the day. Today is the day that we are going to figure out what the best pistol is to get to protect you and your family. Mickey with CarryTrainer.com. Maybe it's a 2011. Maybe it's a sexy J-frame. All these guns have been cleared out. There is nobody behind the lens. I'm going to try to do this in like 5-6 minutes. Here we go. Why would you go out in the world with a pistol on? Why do you put one on your hip or in your waistband? It's not because of how it looks. It's not because it feels good. It's not because it's sexy. It's because you need the ability, should somebody try to take your life, maim you, hurt you, or somebody you care about, love, or have a duty to protect or an oath to protect, you need to have the ability to leverage your righteous will farther away. If you could do it with your hands or your feet or your words, you would. You should. And if you can't, only then do you use such a thing. Why would we use these things? Well, very simple. The imminent fear of death or great bodily harm, or that death or great bodily harm is actually taking place. So knowing that, death or great bodily harm, I can't take all day. I need to get it done now because myself or somebody I care about is getting messed up. As such, my number one thing when I'm purchasing a handgun or telling somebody what to get to protect themselves is caliber. What? Not brand, not capacity, not the color. No, caliber. And why caliber? Well, let's talk about that really quick. As we spelled out, we are using these to stop criminal violence, something really, really bad happening, period. I need to do it quickly, which means I need to transfer energy quickly. There's a reason that we don't go hunting deer with 22s. But Mick, I have been told or I have read that the 22 is the most widely used murder weapon. That may be true, but that does not mean that it is the best tool. This video is not, it might work. This video is the best tool, right? So the caliber for years, something like this 45 would have been the jam. Still is the jam. You had to have the caliber start with 4 to be taken seriously. Once metallurgy and bullet design caught up, we now can say that a 9mm is more than adequate. When we start to get below that, 380, 32, 25, etc., the energy diminishes. Just because you read something or you could say it's better than nothing, this isn't the better than nothing video. Coupled to caliber is capacity. Right? Enter something like the Glock or another service pistol of its size. We know, based on data of thousands and thousands of instances of people using a firearm to protect themselves, that capacity does indeed matter. I have a friend, his name's Jared Reston. Jared was shot 7 times. The first round entered his jaw and exited out his neck. That was with a 45 ACP. Jared shot and killed that attacker, hitting him, I believe, 8 or 10 times with a 40 Smith & Wesson with Ranger duty ammo. Jared likes to say that the human body is quite unimpressed with handgun caliber rounds. That's true. The facts tell that to us. So caliber, then capacity. The next thing, is it safe to carry? Is it safe for me to carry this? Is the gun able to be carried without going off in the holster? Those things exist. Do the research. And if it falls, is it drop safe? Do the research. The next thing, is it reliable? Oh, picking the Glock up again. There's a reason that like half of all handguns sold in America are the Glock. There's a reason that most cops carry the Glock. This is the most reliable frickin' pistol on the planet. I don't care if you agree or not, it just is. So is it reliable? Next, is it shootable? I'm going to come back for a second to that magazine idea earlier of capacity. Something like this little SIG is great, but it's not as quick to reload as this. Enter the guy that says if you can shoot straight, you won't need it. There are way too many stories of people drugged up, doped up, angered up, armored up, clothed up, fatted up, muscled up, that your bullets don't stop. I interviewed a guy years ago, it's on the Higher Line podcast. The guy took like a magazine of 357 SIG to the chest. Go look it up on the Higher Line podcast. So again, this is not, it might work. This is the perfect for you. Got it? So is it shootable? If it's not shootable, you are not going to go out and train with it. You're not going to feel confident and comfortable should you need it. So get a gun These are great. They're just not easy to shoot. You need to get some experience before you put a bunch of time in. You might want something larger, say like this 92 from Beretta. Next, and only next, do we get to things like cost, brand, color, etc. So the high points. Caliber. Is it a fighting caliber? Capacity. Is it a capacity that's widely recognized to be a duty weapon? And by that, we're looking at 10, 12, 15 rounds minimum. Can I easily carry backup ammunition? Is it safe to carry? Will it go off in the holster or go off if dropped? That's important. Is it reliable? Is it shootable? Can I easily manipulate all of the controls of the gun and make that gun do its job? And then and only then am I concerned about cost, color, and all that stuff. Mickey with CarryTrainer.com. Throw your comments in the comment section. Let's thresh it out. Let's talk about it. Love chatting about this stuff with you guys. I mean, heck, maybe you just need the 44 mag like Dirty Harry had. I mean, heck, it'll get the job done, won't it? It was good enough for Dirty Harry. Be well, don't be dickheads. Tell somebody you love them. Buy some Ignis Lux coffee. Buy some Gunfighter gun oil. And come see me in class. Peace. And what is the best gun for you for self-protection? Maybe it's a 1911. Maybe it's a 2011. Maybe it's a 44 mag. Maybe it's a sexy Langdon Beretta. Maybe it's a bone stock Glock. Maybe it's a sexy little J-frame. Let's talk about what's best for you. Oh, hey,